Hello YouTubers and Google Plusers, this is Douglas Christie aka Rotocelt, and this is just me giving my weekly update on my yard work, I guess, pretty much. Mostly I'm doing this today because tomorrow I hopefully will be going out to the woods to try and find the spot that I'm going to be building my cabin. So here's a couple things. This is one of the things that I'm working on actually today, but been working off and on this week, is clearing out this spot right here. It used to be a walkway. I have no idea what this plant is. It's very invasive. I hate it. I have no idea how it got here, when it got here, or anything like that. But trying to save these little guys. And I think I've got some poison ivy in here, so I gotta be really careful because I'm extremely allergic to poison ivy. Anyways, I think this is a money plant. Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was hugelkultur. Because if you see over there, that's a big wood pile, and for most of my life we always would just chop up the wood and chip it. We had a wood chipper, and we would just, you know, pour the chips there. And if you can kind of sort of see, there's like a little mound right there. This whole entire area is like higher than the rest of the yard. And if you you really can't really see it right here. The angle's not very good, but there's a little dip right here, and behind the tree over here, and behind the tree is a big kind of dip like that. And all the roots are basically exposed to that tree. Hopefully you can hear me. Anyway, so I'm just that's just kind of a natural hugelkultur thing that's developed just because of the fact that we've been doing wood chips, and the last few years my dad hasn't been chipping. I think he said he sold it, so that's probably what happened to that. Anyway, so that's going on with that. The apple blossom, the apple tree is blossoming right now, and I'll take you down to that in a second. Forsythia is about done, and I'm working on taking out these trees that have been growing in amongst the, here's another one of these. I have no idea what it looks, kind of like a mulberry, but I really can't tell unless it gets a fruit on it. But anyway, I've been working on cutting those down. Let's see, did some transplanting here, did some transplanting here. They're kind of done. I did it too early or too late. Too late, I think. Anyway, so that's phlox right there. I love phlox. Like I said, that's a money plant, that white flower. I'm cutting some trees down there too. I've been working on this very, very slowly, but I forget what that is, but I planted it. And I'm walking through what's going to be the poppies. This has been poppies here ever since I was a little kid. I don't know if my dad planted them or if they were here when we moved in, but in any case, so this is some stuff that Big Joe Coulis, or Big Joe, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he said that this is called ground ivy, and I love it. It's really beautiful. The neighbor hates it, but I love it. And of course, there's some of my grape hyacinths that I love, and my irises. These are ones that I planted right before I moved to Boston, and they're getting ready to bloom, so really happy about that. And I haven't worked on the stairs yet, so forgive them. But these Chinese forget-me-nots, I absolutely love forget-me-nots, and these are growing from ones I've planted. And beautiful there, and I have tons and tons of them over here. So I just love these little tiny dainty little flowers. My grandmother liked them too, so I used to plant them for her. So, and here's the raspberry bush that Miss Patio, let's see if we can get it to focus, maybe not. Miss Patio gave me. This one's still thriving. Come on, focus. There you go. But the, let's see. Yep, that blueberry is still living. This one may be living, I'm not really sure. This one I think died. Get this focused. I think all of these have died, but I'm not really sure, including the one that I brought back with me from Boston. And this is a little plot where I buried my dog many, many years ago, but he's memorialized by that plant right there. And so let's see, what else can I show you. All right, here's the amaranth that I planted. This is the golden amaranth. It's really growing great. Probably hard to see, but that's the red amaranth. I forget what it's called. Scarlet? I don't know, maybe. None of the other seeds have popped up. Now I do have, let's see if I can walk over there real quick. Alright, so those are all tomatoes that I keep inside, but I just brought outside for today. These are the tomato plants. Nothing's popped up yet. Alright, so I have nasturtiums here. Nothing came up yet. Regular spinach. Right here I have acid-free spinach. And that is popping up right there. And I'm not sure if that one right there is acid-free spinach or if that's marigold, but I have marigolds planted here. There's a couple other small things popping up. So basically the spinach and the marigold are the first things, and the amaranth the first things to pop up. So kind of happy about that. And let's see, what else can I show you real quick? I told you that I was going to take you down to the apple blossoms. So this is the tree, the lightning strike. Of course it's all in shadow right now. That's the one that I'm having trouble pull. Someone suggested grabbing a rope, and that's a good idea, but I'm thinking about waiting until I can get a chainsaw and just chop up in small pieces. So this is actually this is where I sit every morning for breakfast. I just come out here, and my dad sits in this spot right here. And his view is a better view. It's more middle of the yard. But anyway, so I'm going to take you real quick down to the apple blossom so you can see that. I think I've talked about everything else. Once again, I can give you a little view of how the yard's a little shaped a little bit, or misshapen. So, does anyone know what this plant is called? I know it's variegated something or other, but I can't remember what it's called, and I know I should know it. But I planted it for my stepmother, so I definitely should know what it is. And yes, people, I have been eating dandelions every single day. We don't normally have dandelions in this yard, so I'm really kind of surprised. But they're everywhere kind of right now. The catalpa tree gets these little seed pods on them. So we used to smoke them as punk when I was a kid, but that's hasn't even bloomed yet. The sycamore tree right here, which is the one that has the big branches broken on it, it gets a little seed pod that's like a natural seed bomb, literally. And I'll show that for you real quick. This branch is down and still growing, so see if I can get it to focus. Alright, so that's what it starts off looking like. A little fuzzy kind of little thing. And then that just turns into a big round ball, probably maybe 3 to 5 times the size that you're seeing right now. And real fuzzy on the end, and just explodes into seed bombs. Here's like a smaller version of the seed bomb. So I can get it to... Of course the wind wants to blow right when I'm trying to get it to focus, but that's okay. Well, anyway, here's the apple tree. And this tree was planted when I was really young. Someone said it's probably a crabapple tree that was grafted during one of our conversations, but this is supposed to be a miniature apple, and it's obviously not a miniature if I can go at least 20 feet up in the air, if not higher. But in any case, this is the apple blossoms. They smell great. Alright, so working down there. We have more irises on both sides of the yard with some yucca plant, century plant. Been working that, basically grew, grass grew in it and hasn't been taken care of, so that's another project I have for this week. So the last thing I think I want to show you is this is the mock orange. It's not, I think it's called mock orange anyway. It has a wonderful blossom on it. My dad and I were arguing yesterday that this was blossoming, but I had to prove him wrong. It was the apple tree, not the mock orange. But so, let's see, you can, of course the wind wants to blow. You can kind of sort of see the little seed pods coming up right there. Not seed pods, but the buds right there. So, and this does, when it blooms, is actually really awesome. And there's the house back there, kind of sort of hidden between the trees. And here's the apple tree again. So that's kind that's kind of what I do every day as I walk the yard. And this is my oak tree that I planted with my grandfather before he died. And I love oak trees for many reasons. But this actually kind of bothered me for a while because when I was mowing it, I was always running into these lower branches, and so I eventually just cut them off and stuff. But now I don't mind it. Now I like it. I also had to cut off some branches from the mulberry tree, which is right here. So it's really hard to get the fruit now. But a lot of it was from storm damage. Alright, so these I'm not really sure what these are. My mom planted them when I was a small kid. That's something I planted. I have no idea what it is. I don't even know if it's ever bloomed here. I took it from my grandmother's house after she died. But it was something I planted at her house, and then I transplanted it here. And this is something else I transplanted from my grandmother's house. And this will probably grow another foot or two. It's a beautiful flower on it. I have no idea what it is, what it's called. So if anybody knows, I just think it's awesome. And no, it's not a medicinal plant, if you know what I'm talking about. So these are my favorite irises of all time. These are actually black irises. And just love them. Absolutely love them. The scent is awesome as well. And of course more of my grape hyacinths. Alright, so this is my yard from another view. And kind of what I literally do, walk every day. And oh yeah, this is what I've been dealing with. We have massive groundhogs. I just covered this hole up yesterday, but I'm not sure if it's one groundhog. Let's see. There's a hole right there. There's one I covered up. There's one right there. Another hole over here. And by this way, this is a wild rose, which they brought over from Europe to make as a hedgerow kind of thing. Its scent is absolutely beautiful, but it's actually kind of invasive in most places. This, I guess, is the main hole because I dig this. I fill this in every day, and every day it gets dug out. And this has been a pain in the butt, but I love it when it flowers. So right now I'm trying to get up to grow the trellis, and I had a trellis growing on that side, but somehow I guess it got killed on that side and moved over here, or I'm not really sure exactly how it happened, but it's now on this side of the rose plant. So it's going to be harder to trellis because I had planned on trellising it up the hill, and because I only have a couple of feet to do it down this way before it runs into this tree, which is taking over. It's my neighbor's tree, but he planted it on our property. But anyway, so I know it's kind of a long video. I'm just kind of excited because I just love walking this yard. And our yard is full of violets. That was my grandmother's favorite flower, but I love them too, and of course everyone knows they're edible. Now, here's something interesting that I learned recently. Now, I always known as a small kid that the back side, if I can get it to focus for you. Maybe not. Well, this little thing right here in the back, I'm trying to get the focus on. That right there, the little sack of, I can't get a good view for you. Anyway, there's a little sack back there, and it's full of like little juice. I've always known, even as a little kid, that you could eat that. But recently I found out that you can actually eat the petals too, and that you can make a cough syrup out of the petals as well. So that's something new for me. So, in any case, my yard. Some people may think that I'm crazy to want to build a cabin when I have this big yard to work with. And I kind of think right now I'm a little overwhelmed because I'm trying to do both. Trying to plan for the cabin and trying to do yard work and try to do stuff in the house. But I don't know. I think I can handle it. And sorry for the long video. I'm just excited. I just want to show you my yard a little bit more up close and show you what I've been working on. And kind of taking it slow because a lot of stuff to do, and I know that I typically am the kind of person that will do and work until I just collapse. So I've been purposely trying to go slow because there's just so much to do. And I just walk the yard every day because I love it, even when it's raining out. But I guess I don't have anything else to say. I've just been rambling. Alright, so have a great weekend.